How you doing, everyone? It's your man Carlos from Metal Detecting the Rockaways. How's everybody doing? You guys saw the thumbnail. I asked, what's the best machine to buy today? Well, first of all, I want to thanks a lot of YouTube channels that are doing all these tests, and they are giving out settings and showing tips and tricks on how to use certain features on these detectors. And when I mean these detectors, I'm talking about the Legend, the Deus 2, all the Equinoxes, the new ones, the Manticore, and some other ones in between, the Vanquish. These detectors, they're all being proven to find gold, to find silver. Yes, some of these detectors are better than the other in certain scenarios. In certain scenarios, they are not better than the others. You know, all these machines they got their goods and they got their, their bads. They got their pros, they got their cons. Right now, the Manticore is having an issue with the nails, and that's supposed to be best in the world right now. They're having issues with the forcing on the nails. I'm sure MyLab's gonna address that pretty soon. They don't want, they want to stay on top of the game, so I'm sure they're gonna address that with an update. The Deus 2 is having issues with the VDI when it comes to eye infested area and small silver. They hit the target, but the VDI is dropping to the single digits. I mean, for somebody that's using the VDI numbers, that could be an issue. For somebody that's using tones, may not be an issue. So right now the Legend, that's my preference. That's what I use right now. That's because number one, the price point. Number two, awesome in the beach, which that's my preference. I don't do dirt fishing. I only hunt beaches. That's just my preference. It's not because I don't want to. It's just my preference. I like the view. I like the atmosphere. I like to have a scenery. I don't know, just me. And of course, there's gold in beaches, gold and silver. It's for you to find gold and silver on dirt. I mean, silver jewelry. It's it's pretty rare. You're gonna find more coins than anything. Number three, price point. If you compare the Legend right now, which is I believe it's $500, maybe even cheaper, compared to the Manticore, which is almost $1,600. So is the Deus 2. You're paying $1,000 more for a machine that's gonna find the same freaking thing you're gonna find with the Legend. I mean, what are the features? What are the extra features all these machines have against the Legend? Depth? Well, if you're concerned about depth, let's put this into perspective. Are you going coin hunting or beach hunting to make 15, 18-inch holes every time you hit a target? I'm not. I mean, I'm concerned about my back, about safety, stamina, condition. I mean, if you're gonna dig a hole, every target you hit that's deep, you're gonna go dig it. You're probably gonna last an hour, and that's it. You'll be done for the day. These new shovels that are out now, or even the older ones, they're only about maybe 10 inches long. So when you dig that shovel into the ground, you're only digging a 10-inch hole. So if you have a target that's 5 inches deeper, you have to get into that hole and start digging out by hand. Think about that. So you know what? My preference, I want to stay a foot or less. The Legend could do that. I don't want to be digging deep holes. I know the Legend could do it. Of course, the Manticore and the Deus too. All the Equinoxes could go deep. Yes. Listen, those are. I started out with the Ace 250. That was a piece of crap. Then I moved on to the Vanquish 540. And let me tell you, Vanquish 540 is such an underrated detector. You know, of course, from Main Lab, so you know they got the technology. But they don't have enough features to move around, play with the settings. That's when the Equinox came in, and the Equinox, you know, the 600, the 800, they revolutionized the metal detecting industry. And ever since then, all these other detectors came in, you know, the Simplex, the Dales and Amphibios and all these other detectors. Garrett tried to come out with the AT Pro or the AT something, whatever. I don't know nothing about those detectors. Again, I want to explain myself a little clear about this. I'm not saying the Legend is the best detector in the world. I'm not saying the Deus Tool, the Manticore. I'm not calling out any detector. In my channel, I say facts. And right now, at the price point that the Legend is the best in the market. If you're looking for the extra features and the extra depth and the 2D screen like the Manticore has and all this other stuff, you're willing to pay $1,000 extra? Go ahead. All those features, are they really gonna come into play? I see these all these channels doing tests with this iron and the coins in between the iron and how to separate all this and that. The chances of you running into a situation like that is maybe 100 to 1 that you're gonna run into a coin that's surrounded by nails, or a ring that's surrounded by nails and all kinds of other junk. The chances of that happening is 100 to 1. Unless you go to an infested area. But if you go to an infested area, what are you looking for? Relics. So if that's your preference, then you know you want to get the best separating detector out there. Yeah, you could use the Manticore, Deus Tool, the Equinox are awesome. The Equinox are awesome separating. You know, so is the Legend. The Legend also separates perfectly. You know, if you're gonna buy a detector right now, don't go to YouTube to get information about detectors, because there's a lot of channels out there that are only promoting a certain detector because they're getting detectors for a certain price. Some of them even getting them free from the company so they could promote those detectors. They might tell you they pay for it, but they're full of crap. Okay, they might tell you they bought it with their own money, yeah, but they didn't pay what they cost us in the store. They got it from a dealer at a dealer's cost or whatever the case may be. But they have to promote that detector, and they have to promote the dealer. Okay, think about that. That's how you look at every time you see these channels. Oh yeah, if you're looking for this machine, yeah, go to this guy and tell him I send you, and you're gonna get a 10% discount. Okay. The other day, I'm not gonna mention any names. The other day I was watching a YouTube channel about the Manticore, and they were doing a live stream, and one of the comments that came up was somebody asked a question. It said, this is a new detector. He asks, should I buy a Equinox 600 or the Legend? The guy from the channel. You know what he said? He doesn't talk about the legend in his channel. What kind of channel are you running if you can't talk about detectors? Because you have a vendetta against the legend, or not the legend, you have a vendetta against the owners of the legend, against Dialect, because she called you out. Every time this person did a test in his garden, he always got debunked by other detectives. So yeah, every time he did a test, he felt stupid. He had to, you know what he had to do? He had to delete all his videos. Because every time he did a video downgrading the legend, he got debunked. He just got debunked the other day, as a matter of fact. He was doing a test with the Manticore, with the nails, with the better nails, and elevated by 1 inch, and a ring in the middle. He was showing it how the Manticore was hitting the ring pretty good. And he was saying the other machines can't do that. Well, somebody in the UK, I ain't gonna mention any names, debunked them again. Better nails, elevated test, ring, boom, 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 perfect. So he gets mad when he gets debunked. I mean, if you call yourself a metal detector tester, then test all the machines. Talk about all the machines. Don't just talk about the ones they're giving you for a certain price, or the ones that, you know, they want you to promote. That's just not the way you run a channel. That just makes you full of crap. You're being biased. I mean, speaking facts. You know, I just want to end this with this right now. There's a lot of testers out there, and I'm gonna mention a few of them in a few. They're doing the right thing. They get a detector, they test it, they like it, they don't like it, that's fine, they move on. But they don't talk bad about it. They don't downgrade the detector. They just tell you that this, I find this one a little better than this one, and that's about it. Well, I see that this one doesn't separate as much as this one, or this one is forcing more than the other one, or I think this one is better at the price point. Simple. If you're a tester, that's what you should be doing. Don't talk about, oh, we're not talking about that detector in my channel. Oh, you're full of crap, man. Honestly, that's just stupid. Especially when the legend is a top detector. Even at the, if you think because of the price point it makes it a cheap detector, you're full of baloney. Because at that price point, that detector is a gift. That's a freaking gift at that price point. That detector should be at least $1,000 right now. If that was not the macro, $1,000 I will pay $1,000 for that detector. I have found rings, gold rings, silver coins with that detector. And if you go to the forums of Knock the Macro and all the groups, you'll see all the beautiful finds people having with the legend. I mean, those are facts, G. Those are just facts. Anyway, I want to give a shout out to Pay Street Super Freak. I follow his channel and he's awesome. He's doing the right thing, and he's always giving out his tips and tricks about settings, and he's using the days too. He's using the legend, and you know, he uses the Equinox sometimes. You know, he's a good guy. Mero from Metal Detecting NYC, another good guy. He also has all these detectors. He's got 21 detectors right now. And not too long ago, he took out the legend and found like 3 rings or 3 or 4 rings. Some of them were gold. That's insane. In one hunt. That's insane. Right now he's recording with the Manticore. He's hyped up with the Manticore. I'm gonna wait to get the Manticore later on. Right now it's the holidays. I got other things to do. History Revisit from the UK. That guy's no joke. He knows the legend. He also knows the Deus too. I don't know about the Manticore. I don't think he's gonna get the Manticore anytime soon. I don't see him promoting it. Who else? Treasure Outback. Another good guy. He's also using the Equinox. He uses the Vanquish. He uses the Deus too, and he uses the Legend. You know, these guys. Some of them are testers. Some of them are not. But some of them, they just buy the detector just to use them, to have fun, to have one. You know, each day they can have a different detector. You know, when I heard that comment about this guy, I was like, what the heck? He doesn't talk about that detector in his channel. I'm like, who the hell are you? But that detector's been proven to be a great detector, a top tier detector. Because of the price point, it doesn't make them any different. The Legend can hang with any type detector right now. I'm not saying it's better. I'm not saying it's equal. I'm saying that it can hang. It's a difference. In certain scenarios, yes, they might have some flaws. But so do other detectors. Even the new ones. Even the Manticore right now has a big flaw. You think I want to buy a $1,600 detector and go to a site and start digging nails? I don't want that. Do you want to spend $1,600 and start digging nails? Go ahead. If you got the money, go ahead. You want to go coin hunting and have your Deus too jumping up and down the VDI? Go ahead. You want to spend $1,500? Go ahead. Enjoy. You know, those are scenarios that are going to happen rarely, but they do happen. Anyway, I know I'm ranting. I'm a little fired up because I heard that comment the other day. I ain't gonna mention about his name. It pissed me off because, you know, if you call yourself a detector, then be a detector. Don't be an a-hole. If you have a vendetta against the owners of Knock the Macro, take it up with them. Don't take it out with the people that are following your channel, hoping to get some kind of feedback about certain detectors. You know, I was actually looking forward to your answer about which one should you get, the 600 Equinox or the Legend. I was actually looking forward to what you was gonna say, because in my opinion, the Legend is far better than the Equinox 600. I don't know about the 7 and the 900. That's new technology. Of course, has to be proven. But in my opinion, I think it's better. But that's just my opinion. I was looking forward to the answer, but since you didn't want to talk about that machine, you know, I don't know what to say, man. If you consider yourself a detector, then be a detector. You know? You know, you're over here asking your audience to send you money so you can buy a detector. I mean, who does that? Who does that? Go to any channel, any metal detecting channel, and see if anyone there is asking their people to send them money so he could buy a detector. Get your own detector. Go work for it. Stop begging people to buy you stuff. Who does that, man? You know, it's my fault too. Cause I even sent you money before. You know, one of those chat stickers. I should have knew better. You know, who does that, man? I'm mind blown. I don't know what to say. Guys, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll catch you guys on the next hunt. I know it's cold out in New York City, so I might not be going hunting no time soon. But the good news is that during the winter, the beaches get, moved around a lot. So as soon as it hits maybe 60, 70 or 60, I might take a trip. Who knows? Maybe it gets warm before it gets really cold. I might take a trip. Who knows? All right, guys. Nothing personal. It's just facts. Have a blessed day, everyone. Peace out.